I just got fired from my job. What am I supposed to do? And now with it being March 25th of 2025, I have not been back to a job since January 27th, 2024. What's good with y'all, Breadwinner Society? It's Breadwinner JC, and in this video, I will be giving y'all the exact story time of how I went from working at a 9-to-5 to become my own boss and have my own business. So if y'all don't know who I am, my name is Jordan. I go by JC. I'm a 21-year-old entrepreneur, and I've been in entrepreneurship for about 5 years, I want to say, all collectively, and I've been my own boss for about a year and 3 months. And when I go back to when I first started making money and everything, when I first started hustling, this goes back to when I used to live in Atlanta. I used to sell snacks in school, and I was in 9th grade. I literally had no money, so I used to leverage my mom's money. I used to ask her, hey mom, I want to go ahead and sell snacks in school. It's cool if you could go ahead and buy me some snacks and everything. So I used to buy sodas. So I was buying like strawberry Fantas, pineapple Fantas, Sprites. And then I used to buy chips, candy. That's like Skittles, Starburst, Big Texas. Was I profitable with selling snacks at school? No, I was getting high from my own supply. At the end of the week, I'd bring my change, my profit back to my mom. And she's like, you short $120. Where the money going? I don't even know. I'm getting high from my own supply. So that's really when I first started getting into some type of entrepreneurship, some type of hustling. Now, fast forward to the 11th grade, I started doing people's homework for money. How did I think about this? I literally do not know. Was it profitable? Yes. In the span of 3 months, I made about like $300. Now, me at the time, $300 was a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? Especially in 3 months off of no physical work, literally just copy and pasting. So what I would do, let's just say a new assessment comes out in class and I was specifically doing it in math. What I would do that class period, I would figure out what's the answers to the whole worksheet. And then since we got it on Monday, but it wasn't due till Friday, I would go ahead and make sure I fill out the full sheet while I'm in class, if not the full sheet while I'm in class, and I would come after school for tutoring and then get that one-on-one, make sure all of my answers is right. I'll get an A. And this is on Monday, so I still got 4 days left to go ahead and market myself on social media. I'm doing homework sheets for about $5. I'm doing quizzes and small little tests for about $10, $15, and I'm doing projects for like $20. So in the span of 3 months, I was able to run up $300. And like I said, a lot of y'all listening to this may not think $300 is a lot, but off of hustling, off of homework, that's really a win-win because my grades are passing, plus I'm making money off of giving my free answers to somebody else. Now, fast forward to May 2020, I ended up getting my first job. I'm not sure if it was April or May, but I ended up getting my first job while I was in the 11th grade. And at that time, I was 16 years old. I graduated when I was 17. So I ended up getting my first job at Walmart. I worked there for about 2 years. And then my time came to an end. But like I said, during that time, I was able to save my first $10,000 hard liquid cash. During that time, while I was working at Walmart, I started going ahead testing out different ventures and different businesses and different hustles and stuff like that. Mind you, my overhead was zero. I wasn't paying a phone bill, wasn't paying rent, didn't have a car, nothing like that. So I'm literally just stacking. I was 16 years old. My dad started planning in my head, hey, you should start investing. I'm now investing, but this is something that I wish I started doing when I was about your age. And if I would have done it at now, I would have had about $250,000, $500,000 saved up in investments. Over time, I started getting into investing. I was just long-term investing on Robinhood. So like I said, I'm just strictly investing and all of that type of stuff. But in my mind, I'm like, okay, at Walmart, I'm getting paid bi-weekly. That's every 2 weeks. I'm long-term investing, so I'm really not making any money off of this, but this is long-term. I need something where I can start making money each and every day. Daily deposits, I can make the money cash out, and boom. I'm, consistently having money adding to my bank every single day. I'm living in Vegas. I used to live in Atlanta. I used to go to school there, and I started seeing a kid I used to go to school with posting something called HFX. If y'all know, the day trading, high frequency Forex, IM Academy, all that type of stuff. So I'm seeing him posting this type of stuff, and I'm like, bro, you making money every single day. I'm already doing long-term investing. Put me on with this. This is pretty much right hand in hand with what you're doing. So he ends up putting me on, introducing me to IM Academy. If y'all know IML, if y'all are a victim, if y'all were in iMarkets Live, let me know if it was beneficial or if it was a waste of money. So during the whole time of being at IM Academy, I was not profitable either on the building aspect of it or on the trading aspect of it. I was literally a P150 for months straight, and I would not hit P600. I was trading, but then I'd also over leverage, revenge trade, blow a accounts. I remember I loaded up with $1,000 one time, blew it all in the span of a week. So literally the stocks, Forex, cryptos and everything I was not profitable on, besides on a long-term level. But like I said, I didn't have the crazy funds to load up my long-term account to where I'm making a lot of money off of it. So after that, I end up hopping in drop shipping. So at this time, like I said, I'm gonna add a whole bunch of different things on the screen. So I hop into drop shipping. I start selling fake Yeezy slides. I'm getting them off Alibaba, AliExpress, and I'm flipping them on eBay. During that time, I went ahead and ran up over $1,000 in sales. It was a lot. Like I said, first time ever drop shipping, ran up over $1,000 in sales, selling fake Yeezy slides. But then I end up stopping it because I go to the iMarkets Live event in Miami, Florida. I end up going there. I'm having a whole bunch of chargebacks because my manufacturer in China is not shipping me my load. You know what I'm saying? So literally the way that I was drop shipping off eBay, I would get the pictures off Alibaba. I would come over here to eBay, post the pictures up on eBay, sell it for 2 times the price that I'm purchasing it for. Whenever somebody purchases it off eBay, I'd get the payments from PayPal, bring it over here to AliExpress, purchase it, ship it straight to them because they're giving me their shipping address. So I'm pretty much playing middleman. So I'm pretty much purchasing the products off Alibaba, sending it straight to them. Since China wasn't sending me my products, I was getting a whole bunch of chargebacks, and it got to the point where I was like, yo, if I keep getting chargebacks while I'm on vacation, I'm gonna go broke. I'm 17 years old. Mind you, I stay with my parents in Las Vegas, Nevada. I've never been to Florida a day in my life. I'm out here with complete strangers. If I go broke out here, I'm down bad. I end up going to Miami at 17 years old. I skipped my high school graduation to go to this Forex event, which, like I said, I'm thankful and grateful for all of this. I don't regret none of the decisions I made. Some of y'all listening to this may be like, bro, you skip your graduation to go to a business event. Yes, I did. And I'm thankful and grateful for every decision I made because it made me into the man I am right now, becoming my own business, become my own CEO, my own boss. During this time, like I said, I'm still trying out HFX. I'm still trying to day trade. I'm still trying to build a business. I take time off of Walmart and I also get rid of drop shipping. This hustle, I don't remember exactly when I got into it, but it was sneaker reselling. It was pretty much peak COVID where sneakers really started going up in price. I started trying to get into sneaker reselling. I got about 2-3 homies that's doing it already that's somewhat successful and has the knowledge of it. The first pair of shoes that I got were the Court Purple ones. Second pair of shoes I hit on was the DMP 6s, straight bricks. That's another hustle that I got into. So now it's 2022. I'm 19 years old and I go ahead and purchase my first car. The same car that I'm sitting in right now. It's a 2016 Mercedes-Benz. I go ahead, drop the full 10 bands that I have saved up. Mind you, this isn't all of my money because I still have long-term investments that I've been saving. I still have my 401k. Was it a good purchase? Yes, because I still have it to this day. Was it the smartest purchase? Probably not. I didn't have no bills at all. I just had one dog that I was taking care of. My overhead wasn't crazy, so I went and purchased my first car. Like I said, great investment because I still have it to this day. I go to the dealership, I find the exact one I want. Boom, 10 bands cash as my down payment. So now that I have my Mercedes-Benz and I'm still working at Walmart, my Walmart money is pretty much all gone because I'm paying for my Benz plus my dog and I'm not really having like, pocket change, you know what I'm saying? So now I'm 19 years old with a Mercedes-Benz and I'm still working at Walmart. So now I'm like, okay, my Walmart paycheck is pretty much paying for my car, my dog, and I'm not having as much pocket change. I need to go ahead and get a second job. The homie ends up putting me on to my second job that I had, which was at a bread factory. So now that I have 2 jobs at the age of 19, I'm working at the bread factory and I'm working at Walmart. I pretty much had to choose which one is paying more. Walmart is paying $16 an hour. The bread factory is paying $19 an hour. I need to go full time at the bread factory. So I go full time at the bread factory. I start getting into YouTube content and everything. I'm doing vlogs with my dog Geo. If y'all go to my vlog channel, y'all not gonna see none of the videos. I pretty much privated all of them. Y'all gonna see some, but not the very beginning. You know what I'm saying? I'm working at the bread factory. This was the first time I ever made $1,000 in a week, and I thought it was crazy. Me and my dog Geo, we worked 60 hours. We was pulling 2 to 2 o'clocks, 2 to 3 o'clocks, 2 to 4 o'clocks in the morning just to make $1,000 in 1 week. So I'm working at the bread factory. It gets to the point where I'm just like, bro, this really isn't for me, but I'm not sure what I want to do. Mind you, I graduated. I skipped college. Nothing in college was interesting me. I didn't know what I wanted to do in college. I used to sit with the counselors. They'd give me the whole list of things to go to school for. And I'm just like, bro, like none of these is interesting me, bro. Like I want to become an entrepreneur. I don't know what I want to go to school for. So I went ahead, skipped college, skip my graduation. I'm just working and I don't know what exactly I want to do. Day trading isn't working out. None of the hustles is working out. I'm just working. So now I'm 20 years old in 2023 and I'm working at the bread factory. And then just out of nowhere, my mom, she texts me or calls me, talks to me in person, whatever. And she was like, hey, would you be interested in working at a rap shop? And I'm like, I don't know what it is. Like, I've always heard of people getting their cars rap, but I never really thought of rapping cars would be a career or a hustle or a business or anything like that. So I'm like, why not? Like, I don't like working at the bread factory. I might as well try something else that may be fun. So she ends up telling me, like, a girl at the school that she used to work at, her parents owns a rap shop. So the daughter pretty much just tells my mom that I need to reach out to the father of the rap shop, tell him that I'm interested in it. So I end up doing that. I reach out to him. He brings me in for an interview. I come in for an interview. And after that, I didn't hear nothing from him. Literally got no text message back, no phone call. So a week passes by. I tell my mom and she was just like, just follow up with him one more time. If he doesn't respond or if he denies you, then we're going to look for something else. If he accepts you, then, you know, see where it brings you. So I go ahead, follow up, and this is why there's power in the follow up. So I end up following up with him, and I guess he pretty much liked that because it showed that I'm interested and I'm eager to learn. So he tells me, yes, we could go ahead and get started. You could come in this day. So when I get to the rap shop, I forgot what exact day it was. I get to the rap shop and they pretty much just having me straight doing BS work for the first couple months. This was about June of 2023. Like I said, mind you, I still have the bread factory job that I'm mainly working at. And during my free time from the bread factory, I'm putting it into rapping cars. I see everybody in the rap shop, they're rapping cars. They're not letting me touch no cars because obviously I don't know what I'm doing. I take it upon myself to start practicing on my own car. So I end up asking the owner of the rap shop, does he have any spare vinyl that I could go ahead and use so I can start practicing on my own car? He gives me some vinyl and stuff. I start practicing on my car, just rapping random ass panels and stuff like that. I end up practicing to the point where I kind of have a hang of it. I'm watching videos. I'm watching the people in the rap shop rapping. And like I said, at this time, they just had me doing straight BS work. I'm cleaning up. I'm picking up trash. I'm doing store runs. I'm being sent home early. I'm literally straight BS. During this time of me practicing on my own car, I'm sending it to the group chat. I'm sending it to the owner just to show them, like, I'm learning, I'm practicing and stuff. So eventually they started letting me practice on the cars in the rap shop. And then just over time, like I said, I just kept on getting the hang of it, kept on learning and all of that type of stuff. So now it's about August, September of when I actually first started rapping cars in the rap shop. 2 months go past. 2023 October is when I got my first booking. From the time of when I got introduced to it in June to October, it's only like 4 months, you know what I'm saying? But I picked on super quick. Why? Because the hours that I was putting into it. This is when people say perfect your craft. You have to put a lot of hours into it in order to learn and perfect it and become the best, or at least to start making money off of it. So I get my first booking October 2023 for a Corvette C7. I'm gonna put a picture up. And then after that, I just got small bookings like wrapping roofs, wrapping hoods, chrome deletes and everything. I got my second booking, which I'm gonna put up here. So I got my second booking in December of 2023. After that, it went a little dry. Like I said, just trying to build clientele. After about 2 months of being introduced to rapping, I ended up getting fired from the bread factory. So like I said, my main source of income, my $19 an hour, gets taken away. Now I'm back making $12 an hour at the rap shop. So obviously my income dropped a whole bunch. Like I said, I still have my car. I still have savings and everything. I'm not struggling with payments or anything. I didn't have a high overhead, so I'm perfectly good. I'm still living with my parents. I end up getting my second booking. Now, January 2024, this is really when it gets good. So I get my first client right up here, which was a Benz. It was an E43. I forgot what year, but that was my first ever like big client. And the way that I got that is my mentor at the time. He told me, hey, if you want to grow this business, you need to reach out to every single Raiders player on the roster. Find their Instagram, type you up a message, copy and paste it, send some pictures. During that time of me doing that, I sent it to 34 Raiders players. About 3 of them responded. One of them was actually showing interest, which was, you know, I'm not going to disclose the name. He was showing interest, so I ended up telling him, hey, if you're willing to pay for the vinyl, I'll do the labor 100% free. He went for it, so I ended up wrapping the car. At pickup, he ends up handing me $1,000. Now, this was the first time I'm just like, bro, like, what? Like, you did it out of the muscle. You did it out of love, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't expecting no money to be made. Just out of love, off the hustle, he ended up giving me $1,000. So now I'm 20 years old. It's January 2020. I just got done with my first ever NFL client. Now it's Monday and I have a Model X chrome delete I need to go do. So the window trim, side mirrors, emblems and stuff, I just had to go ahead and wrap them black and I'm done. I'm supposed to do the chrome delete Monday. Tuesday after work, I'm supposed to go pick up a deposit for a Jeep. Wednesday, I'm supposed to get Capri's car dropped off. And if y'all don't know who Capri is, I'm going to put his Instagram up here. Pretty much the young, successful man that runs clothing brands and all of that type of stuff. I'm supposed to wrap his car Wednesday, so I have the whole schedule set, including work. So now in my mind, I'm thinking, okay, what can I do to where I could still get these 3 clients done, but not mess up my bread and butter with the job that I'm working? I end up calling my manager, or I end up texting him, and I'm like, hey, I'm low-key feeling sick. It's cool if I could take a day off, a few days off or whatever. He's like, yeah, it's cool. Perfect. I could go back to finishing the Chrome Delete plus go pick up the deposit, and I'm still on track to go ahead and do the full wrap for Capri. So I end up calling off of work. I go to pick up the deposit for the Jeep. I go finish the Chrome Delete. So now it's about Tuesday, Wednesday. I forgot which exact day I got fired, but about 1 or 2 days later, I end up texting the manager. I'm like, hey, I think I got food poisoning. It's cool if I can't come in Friday. Can I come in Monday of next week? He texts me, and I'm going to put the messages up here. No, sir, you can't take time off of work. Come pick up your paycheck Friday, bring your uniform, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, what you mean? Like, I'm literally fucked up in bed right now. Like, I'm sick. You can ask my parents. No, sir. Come pick up your paycheck Friday. I'm at my client's house. I just get there. I'm like, bro, I just got fired from my job. What am I supposed to do? Not necessarily like, what am I supposed to do as if I'm scared, but I end up texting my mom, and she's like, I literally told you like this was going to happen. Not necessarily in a way where she's victimizing me, but obviously your mother's gonna want the best for you no matter what. I end up finishing the project and everything. I come back home. My mom, brother's there, and I'm just like, you know what, the game plan I have, I've always wanted to become an entrepreneur. I have high faith in myself that this is a way out because I can make good amounts of money off of it. Literally, I have $3,000 saved up to my name besides investments and all of that type of stuff, but hardcore cash, I have $3,000 saved up. So I tell myself my overhead is about $1,000 a month. Over the next 3 months, I'm gonna go ahead, hustle the most that I can, try to build clientele. If in 3 months I make no money, boom, I could go back to a 9 to 5. I take a small little L and I start all over. Or in the next 3 months, I could be up and I won't have to go back to a job. Listen, bro, everything lines up from when I first started working at Walmart. Every single investment comes down to this moment of time that God's been preparing me for. And like I said, God's time is the best time. And don't try to rush anything. If nothing is falling in place, don't try to victimize yourself. God got you, bro. That's all I got to say. God got you. God is going to take care of you. When it's time for you to become successful and have your dreams come to reality, it's going to be time. So now, like I said, I tell my mom my game plan. I tell my dad my game plan. My dad is going for it. He's like, you know what? Go for it. If nothing happens, go back to a job. I end up wrapping Capri's car, the AMG GLE 63. After that, I want to say I had about downtime for about a month where I didn't have like no big bookings. So now it's March. March Madness is where stuff just picks up. And now with it being March 25th of 2025, I have not been back to a job since January 27th, 2024. It's crazy. Like I said, it's a crazy journey from the moment that I started working all the way till now. It's like, bro, I went hard. Literally 2024, after I became self-employed and when bookings started picking up, I had 0 days off. I was working at my friend's crib. And mind you, October, when I had my first booking, I closed the deal with nowhere to wrap at. So I ended up texting one of the homies and I'm like, yo, it's cool if I could wrap a car in your garage. He tells me it's cool. I'm gonna put a picture up on how it was looking, bro. I literally had a ring light and a Corvette and supplies. So now it's like surreal, but that's pretty much the whole story time of how I went from working at a 9 to 5 all the way to having my own business, never going back to a job again. Like I said, I'm gonna bet everything on myself. Every single dollar, I will go broke betting on myself. And for everybody watching this video, if y'all have dreams of becoming your own boss entrepreneur, please use this video as motivation to go ahead, run it up, try to find your success. And like I said, God's timing is the best timing. Everybody has sight, not everybody has vision. If you have the ambition, if you could bet on yourself that you will become successful, and if you visually see it in your mind, go for it. Go for it, please. So with that being said, I appreciate y'all. Hopefully y'all enjoyed this story time. If y'all want more story times, let me know down below. I got my Discord server in the link. So if y'all want to actively talk to me each and every day, join my community. Breadwinner Society. We making 1,000 multi-millionaires before my time comes to an end. I appreciate y'all and I'll catch y'all later.